good evening. Hi. How are you? How's your Friday? It's really nice in Wisconsin. I was this close. And then I realized that, I have to work tomorrow, so I can't really go all out on this tonight here. But I almost said, fuck it, I'm climbing a mountain tonight. Because, it's moderate, 60-something, 65. Almost no humidity in the air. And I'm guessing that it might still be a little bit slick going up towards the top. But I'm guessing it's probably quite a bit drier than it was last weekend, when I tried to go and climb the mountain and fell on my ass numerous times because there was still snow at the top of the bluffs. But, I got to work tomorrow. So we're going to play some Fallout 4 tonight. And I know Vong has already asked what the title means, and I can tell you what the title means in just a little bit here. Some of you know I lived in Boston for a couple years. There were a couple words that did not come back to me into my regular Midwest accent. And two of those words pertaining to the DLC we're probably going to get to today is Hahbah. That's right, we're going to go to Hahbah up in Maine. We're going to be Mainers after this. So, we're going to do a little bit of main quest, I think, tonight, but I think the focus is going to be getting across the map and headed for Hahbah, which is an incredible DLC if you've never played it before. And I hope you do enjoy it. But yeah, you'll hear it when I get, you heard it just now, Hahbah. But I also say Ka still. That's, especially having been through a mechanic school, that's one that definitely stuck with me, is Ka. And hat. Well, that hat depends on how much I drank the night before, honestly. There are a few where it's just the accent comes back when I drink, and there are a few that just stay there. So, anyway. And if I talk to somebody from Boston, too, it gets really, really bad. From being around it again and hearing that, especially like the RRC is one who really brings it out in me. Because he and I get going and I hear it over and over again, and then, then it just goes from there. But, anyway, let's get into it. Let's do it. Let's have some fun, I think. I think that's what we're going to do tonight, is have some fun and unwind. Because it's either that or I'm just going to go in my pickup and start driving until I run out of fuel and then fill up the tank and come back. I do kind of want to see how far west I can get on a tank of fuel, but it's going to be hard to be back at work at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning if I do that. So, let's play some video games instead, shall we? Alright, let's get everything back up and loaded where I want it to be. Get the monitor up. Get to where you guys can, I can see your chat. Get the rumble up. The rumble. And yeah, you might hear some traffic noises outside because I do have the windows open. Because it is absolutely epic out there. Excuse me. Alright, I think I got everything that I need it to be. Let's get started. Now, with Midget, it's more like I'd like to solve the puzzle. Hey, why don't I have my game screen up? That's an interesting glitch that I've never seen happen before. Where the video game started up behind the active window. That's a new one. I watched the Fallout series last night.
Most people are good at breaking things. I enjoy putting them back together.
And I watched it a little bit the night that it came out, and I will say I do still have some concerns with it, but it does definitely seem like the showrunners watch or have played a Fallout game before. And I like that. Alright, what do we need to do? Where are we at? So we've got the Fort Hagen, which Think I'm going to do after Hahbah? Because I do have these 2 Brotherhood quests that both take me into Hahbah. And then talk to Ellie. Which for Ellie, that's going to be in Diamond City. And that is going to... That's going to trigger and go up to main. We're going to be main as. But first will be Somerville Place. Let's check inventory. Some good there.
Hey.
I'm all.
I love how with the Organizer app, or mod rather, it's not an app, it's a mod, with the Organizer mod, Valentine's trench coat is listed as pet armor. $2.99 for weight. I have way too much food. And more Nuka-Cola that you can shake a really big fucking stick at. Alright, I think it's nap time. Yeah. Then we'll continue our trip to Somerville Place.
Sure, let me just stop what I'm doing to talk to you.
Oh, fuck off, Marcy Long.
I should have done more. I hope those raiders pay for what they've done.
One side note is if I do decide not to just jump in the truck and start driving tomorrow, which I think I'm going to have to put that off for a little bit because I have fruit here that is going to go bad if I don't get to it this week. And I've got a wine project that I definitely need to get to because I bought all the fruit already for it. Is I'm going to throw an impromptu stream and we're just going to finish out Final Fantasy X. We're close enough to the end. We'll do an impromptu one. We'll get up there. Then there's going to be no time constraint. So if it does take... I don't think it's going to take more than an hour. But if for some reason it does take extra long, we can just marathon it through the night. Now, Marcy Long is one of the settlers here who seems to hang out towards the player character's bed all the time and decides that she's going to mouth off every time you go to sleep. She's one of the Minutemen settlers from the beginning of the game. Alright. Alright, who is shooting? Have I not told you enough? I do the shooting around here. Oh, I don't have a grenade equipped. Pretty sure that took a car with it.
Bullshit.
Okay. There's a raider around here somewhere. I can hear him. I don't know where the raider party is, but they're around here somewhere. Come on. I see we're going to be doing glitches all night tonight. Apparently there was somebody over there who's now deceased. Side quest. I don't know that I've ever gone out with a Marcy. I've met exactly one in my life, and I did not go out with her. Nick's just sliding around. WIVR.
Help or Mayday or whatever it is one says on a radio.
You can probably put the gun away. I think we're safe here.
Yeah, I don't have mine out, so.
Super mutants plan on eating me soon. Sending this to repeat. Oh shit! Gotta sign off. One of the
Rex
super
is in
mutants is
trouble.
coming.
Didn't you hear him on the radio?
For the 10th time.
Mayday or whatever
Yes.
it is one says
What
on
do
a
you want me to do about it?
I
Those
dare
super mutants would kill me in seconds. Rex got himself into this mess.
Fresh
He'll have to
flowers.
figure out how to get out of
Lighten
it.
this place up.
plan on eating me soon.
Hi.
Rex sounds like he's gotten himself into trouble again.
One of the super mutants is coming. Help or
What would you have me do?
Okay, we were having a conversation.
Mine would go to a place like this.
Hey.
Rex sounds like he's gotten himself into trouble again.
What would you have me do?
Why, mount a rescue, of course. Gather together what men you can and storm their lair. I should think 30 or 40 should do.
My name is Rex Goodman. I'm being held prisoner on the top of Trinity Tower. Super mutants plan on eating me soon. Sending this to repeat. Oh shit! Gotta sign off. One of the super mutants is coming. Help or Mayday or whatever it is one says on a radio. My name is Rex Goodman. I'm being held prisoner on the top
We
of
need
Trinity
some.
Tower.
And that's that music that they play when you discover something. So for Trinity Tower, they want us to go somewhere in towards Boston. There you are. Oh shit. Holy fuck, that worked. Alright, now where's the corpse? I want the meat. I know I disintegrated it, but usually it leaves an ash pile somewhere. Lame. Rat scorpion meat gives you energy resistance, which, by the way, is probably a part of the reason that, or at least attested to the fact that they're also highly energy resistant. Which is why I was a little bit surprised that the Righteous Authority took it down so fast. That is Super Mutant Den. I got someone's attention. That takes care of you.
What's that? Lights out to you.
Yeah, you go first. Already missing a piece of armor, of course. No, he's still in here. I can hear him screaming.
You building a collection or something?
Hey, you disappear! No fair!
They're here somewhere, he says, walking past the one who's shooting at him.
Scream for mercy!
Come on.
What else you got?
Ah!
You had no time, human! Wounded!
Just run.
You human! Wake up!
Not that it's an option.
Dick. I can't sleep on that one because, for whatever reason, being stacked means they can't be used. It's already 7:14 at night in game. What the shit? So that means it's going to start getting dark.
Got it.
You know, your tours leave something to be desired.
Valentine admires you.
Messing you, didn't they? I think we ought to talk.
Is something the matter? You sound upset.
What? Oh, no. We've just been traveling a while now, and I figured there hasn't exactly been equitable distribution of information. Gotten a decent glimpse into your dirty laundry, but you still don't really know a whole heck of a lot about me. I figured I'd offer to balance the board. So, anything you want to know?
So, who are you, Nick?
That's a question I've been trying to figure out myself for a long damn time. I know I'm a synth, authentic institute android, but I'm still mechanical, not bioengineered like the fancy synths giving everyone the willies these days. I get tune-ups now instead of checkups. My memories, my personality, they're all lifted from some cop who volunteered for an experiment back before the war. They scanned his brain and copied it onto the hardware that runs between my ears. I don't know why they chose to make a robot based on some pre-war cop instead of a math genius or a bioengineer. Hey, maybe that's why the Institute tossed me in the garbage instead of turning me into one of their people snatchers.
That's terrible. They really just threw you away?
Sure did. It was quite the rude awakening. I remember waking up one day in a garbage heap, a body in tatters and a head full of memories belonging to a man who'd been dead for 200 years. Suffice to say, it was a confusing couple of weeks. Folks didn't really know much about synths back then, so when I finally ran into people, they mostly treated me with caution rather than hostility. But the kids, they weren't afraid. I think his name was Jim. The first person to actually speak to me after I got the boot from the Institute. My first human contact in this world. Grilled me for an hour. Once they'd seen I wasn't going to hurt anyone, the other folks in the neighborhood came out to ogle the mechanical man. It eventually turned
The
into
Mechanical Man.
a well soiree. Local mechanic even gave me a once-over free of charge. Those people, they treated me like a human being. I've been trying to return the favor ever since. It's a surprisingly rare trait out here sometimes. It's something I've noticed you got a fondness for. Part of the reason I've stuck around this long.
If you're good to people, they'll be good back. That's something I've always believed.
Couldn't agree more. Well, I expect you're about as bored as can be listening to me rattle my skeletons. We should probably head out.
I'm not specifically looking to head out. I'm kind of looking for a place to sleep off this this dark spell. Ooh, shotgun shells. Jingle bells, shotgun shells. So, do the supermutants just not sleep, or? Usually even in a super mutant encampment there's a bed somewhere. Realistically, I can run over to the Coast Guard station because I know there are beds in there.
We're awful vulnerable here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we took care of everybody who's gonna fuck with us. I don't think we're as vulnerable as you think we are. good, that'll light my way at least. See? Told you there was a bed. And Fallout 4? No. In no way close to the end of this one. Although, open world, I'm probably closer than you would think. Just based on the fact that I can... Like, I could go rush the end right now. Might be a little bit of a struggle in a fight, but a lot of the fight in this game is leveled. I could speedrun this. I know, especially the fact that I'm doing a Brotherhood ending, I could speedrun the end right now. But I kind of want to explore. I do want to do the other DLC, I know that. In Fallout or Final Fantasy X, I said earlier at the top of the stream that I am most likely going to, depending on what I get done, and well, I'm going to be getting out of work at the normal time no matter what, but depending on what I get done before then, I think I am going to pull an impromptu stream, and we'll finish that out on Saturday, I think, because I don't think there's very much left. I think we're pretty well done with that game, and I'm pretty excited to start a new one. I don't want to go see that vault yet. I do want to wait till we get down into endgame. There's a building up there that I do want to hit. Because if I remember correctly, there's another suit of power armor up there that I can pilfer. Yeah, but you're locked in a cage. Ha ha! Okay, who's shooting at me? Come on.
That's it.
Okay, so that's who was shooting was Valentine. No, that is one of the fun things about open world. Is if you know where the end is, you can skip the entire game and go straight to it. Speedrunners have been doing it for a long time. I'm gonna take that too, because I think I can get some screws out of it. I don't think I can get some aluminum, but I think I can get some screws out of it. Ha! 2 fusion cores. And a bunch of 5.56. Thank you very much. For a fight that I didn't have to fight.
Did the Minutemen send you?
Yes, they did.
Yes, I'm here to help. What's going on?
There's a group of raiders that won't leave us alone. Stealing our food and supplies, threatening us if we can't give them what they want. We know where they're coming from, but we can't stand up to them ourselves.
Don't worry, I got you.
I'll take care of those raiders for you.
I hope so. We didn't know what to do.
So, up to Hyde Park. Also going down into a point in Boston that I really haven't gone to yet. Going down, not quite to the Cape, but going towards the Cape, but into the Southie, definitely. Like, this is where I used to live, is right here.
Too quiet to you out here?
It's quiet. It's a little too quiet. Yeah, I'll take extra 5mm. I'll do that with a smile on my face. The carrot flowers, maybe not so much, because I don't know what it is those are exactly supposed to do.
Chained on the other side.
That door is chained, and I don't remember how it is you're supposed to, because you have to come up to the basement, I know that. And the house is full of ghouls, I just don't remember how to get in. I thought it had to do with one of these other houses. Power Armor Repair Station if you need repairs, which Valentine does. Some of these settlements are absolutely wasted. And I will say that outright to Bethesda. This would have been, and I don't know if it was just because there was a time crunch or what the story was, but this would have been a good settlement. There are a bunch of other ones that modders have added to the settlement list. I don't know if this is one of them or not, but this would be a good one. Well, if it didn't know we were here, it does now. About to say, I bet Nick is out there shooting at him. That is, if I remember correctly, a raider encampment. You're goddamn right I am. Ooh, chemistry station. I can make drugs. Capital D, drugs, man.
Yes.
Aptly done.
And Nick likes it when you break into shit. Ooh. 455 or 458 SOCOM. And a screw. I don't know what I have for bobby pins right now. But if I take one more perk in lock pick, then I can sell a bunch of them. The last two perks in lockpick and science basically make it so you can never be locked out of anything. Your bobby pins never break if you take the last perk in lockpick, and while you can fail a computer check, it doesn't lock the computer out for you when you do. I might as well raise the relay tower. Yeah, it's a whole different world when you can't burrow your way away, isn't it? Fuckers. Extending satellites and acquiring signals. Please stand back. Oatmeal is something I do on Sunday mornings. A very unfortunate incident when I was about 27 and gave me a brief instance of OCD. Oh, I don't know where the fuck the rest of you came from. I saw the gutsy. Alright, let's play Where Did the Remains of that Sentry Bot Go? Because I know you'll have fusion cores in you. And I want them. Apparently not. Apparently I was wrong about that. Okay, let me rephrase that. Usually. They have fusion cores in them. There's one, right for the taking. Where's the nearest map marker? It's probably going to be that relay tower. God, I don't want to leave that there. There's a distress signal too, but I think that goes back to the hospital, and I think it's a trap. Well, as far as you go. That'll be enough.
Something for you?
I don't eat oatmeal that often either, but it's Friday, so no meat today. I thought that stopped after Lent. Forgive my ignorance if I'm incorrect about that, but I thought that stopped after Easter. All right, Valentine, where the fuck are you?
Hey.
There's some. Thing you need?
What gave you the idea we're friends?
I need to... fuck out of here.
Heads up.
Go ahead.
I don't know what I managed to call that. That'll take care of that. Just see if there's anything else that I don't want, but I picked up because it might have a bunch of cool stuff with it, like that one. Oh yeah, that's got a bunch of cool stuff with it. Yeah, actually, it was the understanding that that was a Lenten sacrifice. As far as the data goes, it's 1 in the morning. I'm willing to bet it'll be close to daybreak by the time I get down there, but I really don't want to leave my power armor there. And I hope to God somebody hasn't jacked it already. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, I know. There is shooting going on. So I continue to say, I hope to God someone hasn't jacked the power armor yet. Because that's an expensive one. You know, it would have been smart if I had just taken the fusion core out of it. Oh, it's still there. Because we're wearing the same type of power armor. There's a distress signal around here. Jeez, what made you such a bullet sponge? I'm out of ammo. Let's see, what do I have? 165 for the Glock. Pipe pistol I should have broken down while I was up there. Not going to use the alien blaster. The gamma gun will literally do nothing against these fuckers. Let's burn up some of this. I mean, especially if it's just going to be ghouls. I'm gonna make a prediction that I have progressed far enough in the game that 32 is no longer viable. So we're probably gonna move past some I do have quite a bit of 458 again, though, so. Because I legitimately just unloaded 5 mags into that ghoul, and it laughed at me. Law of Absence used to bind all Fridays of the year. However, in the modern day, the Law of Absence only binds on Fridays in Lent. Even so, Fridays are considered to be especially suitable as days of penance, given that Christ died on a Friday. Such the faithful are heavily encouraged to make a penitential sacrifice on Friday. The practice of abstaining from flesh is considered an excellent option when determining what sacrifice to make. And most strategists continue the traditional practice of observing the law in absence and all fall on Friday for some reason. I mean, 32 makes good ammo in a pinch or something to go shoot up cars. But yeah, I think we've actually moved beyond the part in the game where it's viable. When you dump 5 mags into one feral ghoul and it's still swinging at you, it's time. Oh! Whoa! Food. Take the rad resist for that. +1 agility. That's a little more like it. They're still considering me to be in combat right now. Which I question. Ooh, there's copper in there. I can also probably turn the light off.
Sweet.
And try to understand why that door was locked. Alley Cat. Hi. For some reason he says after just reading the exact reason for my chats. Mike, you're not crying. Why would you be crying, Alley Cat? I do like the AR-15 mod. Or the Mark 18, I guess it is. And by the way, that took something out too. Although for you, it's got to be just about Saturday morning.
Nasty cannibals. Walk away.
God, I'm sick of ghouls. Could release the police if I really wanted to. Oh, it's almost Saturday afternoon on that side of the world.
Breaking sweat. Not that it's an option.
Alright, those are both good things. Are you worried about causing a flood with your tears like that one dude from the ancient Greek myths? Yeah, the ghouls in Fallout 4 are... they are unnecessarily difficult to keep a beat on. Number one.
Cannibals.
And yeah, they just legitimately walk up out of the ground. Well, now both my legs have been blown off. Where am I supposed to be going? I thought it was... No, it is Hyde Park. This is Jamaica Plain. I should know this. I used to hang out around this area. I told Vong and Falling Stars earlier, I used to live like right here. In this area. Because up here, where that hospital was, this is supposed to be West Roxbury, so you just keep following the train tracks down. This is basically the end of Boston, going into Dedham, then Norwood, and then Walpole. I wonder if I have enough stuff to fix my ankles. I mean, I won't if I keep blowing the shit out of myself, but... Yeah, we have, well, out in Boston they do. I live in Wisconsin now, so... But yes, given the fact that you're in Australia, I'm sure that you are inundated with Old English names.
I'm going to run some diagnostics while you're tinkering. Take your time.
Nope. Can't get the other leg. I have the copper, but I don't have the steel or aluminum. I wonder if I can find enough around here. Probably not aluminum, but I bet you there's some steel in here. And as before I start breaking everything down. No, maybe not, because there isn't... a weapon station in here. And I can't build one until I take over the settlement, which is a part of a different quest. I guess we'll just have to make do with what we have. How beat up are you? Oh, sure, you don't have any armor busted. Now we're bragging about our arcs. Why is this whole town underwater?
Let's say we find a place with a nice fire. Roki's closed.
This is gonna be fun.
Someone's coming.
Yeah, they are. I'd like to not do this in the water if I can help it. Got one of them. Alright, somebody's got a gamma gun. Let's throw some Rad-X in for that. Should be good without having to go to Rad-Away yet. And let's do this. Shit. Center mass.
How silly. I need that certificate. Will reveal Arlen's.
Not exactly subtle, pal.
Got you. So I don't necessarily specifically want to take on the Children of Adam, but I'm pretty sure that one was firing first. You've got more SOCOM. I am typically content to leave the religious alone. Center mass. So yes, this whole settlement is underwater. I remember this.
Time for the latest round of my big sealer still working. I wouldn't swallow any of this if I were you.
I wasn't planning on it.
Fight!
That is my huge weakness in this game too. Is I set off every single trap I find.
Just like a little bitch.
You know, you talk a lot of shit for someone who's about to die.
This is bullshit.
Time's up, asshole. You fucking throw it out!
Okay, who is shooting and where? There you are. Is it just me or does it look like that one's got a missile launcher? Guess I'll find out in a second. Signed, your neighbors. Looking forward to seeing you. Signed, your neighbors.
Nice.
Nothing worthwhile in there except the EXP. Looks like it's going to start to get dark out here pretty soon.
Think about what these folks do with their sewage.
Oh, I think we were just swimming in it, dude. Grognak the Barbarian. You collect an issue of Grognak. Critical hits with unarmed and melee attacks permanently do plus 5% damage. All right. I think that is just about everything. I guess let's head over here and then we'll do some Fire Harbor.
Did you have any luck with those raiders?
I took care of those raiders for you.
Really? Well, that's the best news I've heard in a long time. By the way, we talked about it. We decided to support the Minutemen. I think it's worth giving another chance. The only way things will get better is if we stand together.
And now, that is another settlement. Which means I have access to everything in this building. Which also means I'm about to go sleep right here. Because it's dark out. and we'll head up here.
Please, just...
Hi.
I need to be alone.
Do you think
right
we're
now.
ready to retake the castle?
I took care of the raiders that were harassing that settlement you sent me to. People there have decided to join our cause.
That's great news. One day, we'll be strong enough to drive that scum out of the Commonwealth for good. As usual, I've got something else for you to look into. I'll mark it on your map. We can use all the support we can get, so see what you can do to help.
Alright, and what are you giving me at in return? Oberlin Station. I have that one already. That's already one of my settlements.
Heads up.
I'll see what I can do.
You
If
better
I
keep
got
your
it.
mouth shut about this place. Can't trust anyone.
God, I can't stand her.
This should prove interesting. I wonder what you'll build next.
Okay, what can I modify on this? Absolutely nothing, because I have no aluminum now. And also, I do need to take some time and upgrade my own armor before I upgrade all of Nick's.
Look alive.
What? The plan.
Drugs.
anything I can do? You just say the word.
Hey, look, I have aluminum again. Well, that has some in it, too.
Every scumbag in the Commonwealth's gonna know our names.
And that'll get me underweight. Let's see if there's anything I can upgrade. No, I'm short of ceramic now.
That's a nice little setup. Wouldn't mind one of these at the agency.
So I'm gonna do this one because I'm going to Diamond City anyway. And let's run to the market. Get rid of everything else that I've got here.
I'm not supposed to talk to people I don't know.
You shoot people, lady? My dad says outsiders shoot people.
Read that interview you gave. Thing you said at the end about having hope. Good on you.
I try. Is there a place I can wait out here? Possibly I can just sit at the noodle hut all night.
Do yourself a favor and just say yes. It's all he understands.
Yes?
We'll go for 9. Then I know.
You need protection. Everyone does.
Let's see what you've got.
Feel free to test the grips.
Well, mostly I just need ammo. Oh, I was going to store that, I guess. Oops. Well, that's at this point. There's no reason for me keeping this. Irradiated or not. It's... Although, now that I look at this, I realize the fact of why I mag dumped 5 mags into that Reaver, because it's irradiated. Ghouls absorb radiation. Alright, I'm going to hold on to that for a little while then. Okay, nobody saw that. Alright, and that gives me 13, 17, 16 to spend. Which is all going to be eaten up in SOCOM rounds, apparently. Whoops. I can probably get rid of some of this 32 though too. Or 38 rather. Pretty sure if I get rid of 1215. And just keep 500, I'll be fine. Alright, and that gives me 1229. Let's see, 443. Won't get a lot of these, but I'll get some. Perfect. That'll keep me going for a little while at least. At some point I gotta find another Mark 18 and chamber it in 300 blackout. Because I do have an excess amount of that.
Hey, swata, 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 swing, swata.
At one point I want to do a melee build and use the SWATA.
We got small arms, long arms, ammunition.
The hub of trade for all diamond city right here.
I'm glad you're here. We got a new case while you and Nick were out. Ready to put on the detective hat?
Tell me more.
Our client is a fisherman who lives on the edge of the Commonwealth. Kenji Nakano.
Nakano? Huh. That name takes me back. My memory's a little fuzzy on the details, though.
Maybe if you bothered writing things down, Nick.
Can't do that. Wouldn't want to put you out of a job.
Huh. I'll remember that the next time you need me to console a hysterical client. Mr. Nakano didn't leave many details. Said he'd go over everything when you meet him. But if you want my guess, missing person case. Guy had a worried look a mile long.
I'll go check it out. Thanks, Ellie.
The Nakano residence is up in the northeast, near the coast. A small fishing house. He said that he and his wife will be waiting for you.
It's a long walk. That's how the hard cases always start.
And with that, triggers Far Harbor. One of the better DLCs in the game, I would say. We have got to get all the way up there. The easiest place to start with that will be from the recon bunker where the Brotherhood dude is hanging out and stationed.
I can probably make that terminal talk for you, if you ask nicely.
I'm actually gonna pass on that. I'll let that guy stay in peace. There's some sort of war zone going on over there. You know, I kind of want to let her do the dirty work for me, I'm not going to lie.
What's that?
You can clean those things out. That'll actually have some aluminum in it, so I'm going to take that, but yeah, it looks kind of like the Rust Devils took on a fight that they couldn't win. Be kind of curious to see if there are any more bodies over here. Gruesome as it is to say. I'm gonna get a buttload of psycho. And it's unfortunately also going to get dark really fast up here. I have no idea if this is a friendly settlement or not. doesn't appear to be hostile.
Okay, cut the shit. Who is that? You're right.
Come on.
Nice.
Watching a conductor.
Luna, you better be.
For it now. One way to get that pumping.
That was probably not a smart decision. Two guys, both power armored. I'm gonna take your fucking sword. Just for the fact that I had to deal with you. Yeah, I definitely have to go find a place to turn in for the night. Even though I can't sleep there and I won't get well rested. Can veg out for 11 hours at least. Till we get some light to work with back. And it is, by the way, one of the things that I actually like about the Darker Nights mod is it does add a bit of realism, because I mean, realistically, in the vanilla game, you can legitimately run and run and run round the clock. Because you can, for some reason, see. Even in the deepest of night. And just from living out in the country, I know that you wouldn't have that level of visibility. In a post-industrial society. Or post-war society, not post-industrial. Yeah, that's going to be another one of those times where I'm going to let you do the hard work. That's the one I killed. Where's the veteran? God, that thing looks ominous. I don't know what update coded them to leave while you're up and hiding somewhere either. I'm just gonna leave that go. Fuck them. But like the first time that I played this game in vanilla, the Deathclaws were like, they would stand outside in the opening cutscene, the little store across from the museum, and just stand there and let you launch as many bullets into them as you wanted to. The last time I started this game, if you tried to do that, well, not the last time, because I did power armor the last time, but I did my non-power armored character. I was going to do it for the opening, but I decided not to at the last second. And yeah, if you just stand in there now, in that little store, the Deathclaw will run away and hide until you walk back out, and then he'll come back in and fuck up your world. But if you at all try to get out of his range, he'll come back and hide. Which, and I do appreciate that. Honestly, it adds some challenge to the game. Okay. Lobster. Go for some lobster right about now. I hear a war zone. But I don't see any evidence they're shooting at us. They are. And they do have a robot with them, so... I thought they did.
Something out
Oh boy. Run, 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 run. What are you armored with? That you can just take that much 458. Fusion cores. And ammo out the ass, yes please. Good God, everything on this side of the map wants to kill me. Okay, is there anything that we have not alerted to our presence yet? Suppose I gotta follow the road now. I was about to say, I think the only thing that they haven't really thrown at us is a Mirelurk Queen. What do you mean I can't go that way? My map marker is literally right there.
Damn it! Come in! I know you're listening on the other end. Where is she? Where is my daughter?
Kenji, please. You've been at this for hours. Stop. You need sleep.
She's out there, Ray. Someone has her. It could be raiders, or gunners, or God knows what else.
I hope you don't mind. We let ourselves in.
Nick, thank God. You need to get to work right away. She could be hurt. She could be...
Whoa, slow down. Kenji, was it? Why don't you go over the details with me and my partner here?
You brought a partner? Good. The more eyes, the better.
So,
What's the story with you and Nick?
That is not important right now. You have to help me find my daughter.
Oh, come on. That should have been an
We're here
easy
to help.
speech check.
Tell us what happened.
It's all thanks to this damn radio.
Our daughter Kasumi likes to fix things. The radio was her latest project.
Until she made contact with some kidnapper who lured her away from us.
Or maybe she left on her own. She's not a child anymore. Our daughter is 19. She knows how to survive, and she's capable. I think maybe she left because she wanted her own life.
No. She would have told us where she was going. She would have said something. I know my daughter is in danger. I can feel it. Find her, please.
We'll find her. Don't you worry.
Thank you. Her room is upstairs if that helps. And if you had any more questions about her, just ask.
Don't worry, Kenji. We'll get to the bottom of this. Just sit tight.
Mrs. Nakano.
I suppose you have questions about my daughter.
Lots of them.
I'd like to know more about Kasumi. I'd shine a light on where she's gone.
My daughter is strong, focused, careful. That's how I know she's still alive. But why would she leave without telling us? Maybe we... No, never mind. I don't want to waste your time.
No, tell me.
Every detail is important, Mrs. Nakano. Don't hold back.
No, it's nothing. I don't want to distract you, Detective.
Tell me about this radio your daughter was working on.
I remember Kasumi was very excited about it. I figured she was secretly trying to make contact with Diamond City or another settlement. We're pretty isolated out here. She only has us for company, and Kenji can be overprotective.
You and your husband don't seem to agree about why your daughter left.
We both want to find her. The world out there isn't a place where you want to be alone. But Kenji still sees her swaddled in diapers. He doesn't see a young woman with her own decisions to make. Maybe because it's more frightening. She wasn't tricked into leaving without telling us. That was her choice. She didn't want us to follow. Why?
Nothing else right now. Mr. Nakano.
Did you have questions? About my daughter?
Lots of them.
Anything more you could tell me about Kasumi? The smallest detail could be important.
I don't know what more to say. She's my little girl, and she doesn't know how dangerous this world is. I never should have let her grandfather teach her how to fix these machines.
Her grandfather? He taught her how to fix the radio?
Ever since she was old enough to walk, yes. Her grandfather had an ear for machines. Kasumi picked up the knack. He passed away recently. He used to scavenge the ruins in the south for parts. I kept telling him he was getting too old.
Tell me more about this radio she was fixing.
I've tried to get that damn thing to work over and over again, but there's nothing. I thought she just wanted to strip it for parts or build a toaster out of it, or something, like she usually does. Someone made contact with her, and then they took her. God, what kind of twisted psychopath has my daughter?
Why did your daughter really leave? Your wife said she left on her own, but you said it was kidnappers?
I know it was kidnappers. Kasumi is a smart girl, but she doesn't know how horrible people can be. Not like me and Ray. Why would she just leave her family with no explanation? Someone tricked her. Got her to leave the safety of home. Every minute we aren't looking for my daughter, her life is in jeopardy.
No more questions right now.
Work quickly, Detective.
Nothing but static.
Figures whoever Kasumi was talking to wouldn't be taking calls once she took off. Maybe there's something else that can help us.
Oh, that's their room. That's the can. Nice place for post-war.
Project log, dreams. Recording what I can remember when I wake up. I keep having the same one. I'm in a white room. People are talking about me like I'm not there, or maybe they just don't care. And then there's this, I don't know, jolt, like a spark of electricity to the back of my head, and then everyone turns to look. God, I hope I don't have it again tonight.
Let's see.
Project log, radio. Correction, working radio. I'll finally get some news outside this house. My handle is going to be, let's go with Ohm's Law. That should confuse the creeps. And if someone actually gets the reference, then we'll at least have circuitry in common. Project log, lamp. Yep, it's a lamp. Filament plus power equals light. I swear, sometimes I think my parents break these things just to keep me busy.
Excuse me, Mrs. Nakano.
Did you have more questions about Kasumi?
Nothing else right now.
Alright, so I think I got everything that I can out of the house. You can get random encountered by Mirelurks out here too, by the way. They don't care that it's a residence or a set piece.
Let's take a look around.
You found a key hidden within the frame.
Key, huh? Good work. Just gotta find whatever it unlocks.
I'm guessing it's going to be this safe. Grandfather's note. If you ever get locked out of the safe, the answer is here in the boathouse. Picture where the key is. I found that already. Kasumi's final holotape.
Project log? Myself. I never really thought about who or what I am, but God, radio. I was right about the range. I managed to get a signal, a strong signal, from up north. There's a group of people up there. They say they're all synthetic people, made by the Institute. They're trying to build a place for their kind, where they can be themselves and be accepted for what they are alongside human beings. It sounds wonderful, but then they started asking about me, and some questions came up. Questions I don't have answers to. I mean, I've always felt off, like I'm not really supposed to be here, but then there are things in my childhood I can't remember, and I've been having strange dreams. I'm going to go to meet these synths. I have to know the truth about myself. They've told me to sail up north to a town called Far Harbor. I can make my way to them from there.
Have you finished your investigation? Did you find anything?
I need to ask you an important question. Are you sure your daughter's human?
What kind of question is that? Why are you asking?
I think I know where Kasumi went. A place called Far Harbor.
She went that far up north? God, that explains why she took the boat. There's no time to waste. You have to go after her.
Wait, did you find out why she left, Detective? Who she was speaking to?
What does it matter?
Because I know my daughter, and if she didn't tell us where she went, then she had a reason. Don't you want to know if she wants to be found?
You're right, Detective. Did you find any clue to why Kasumi left home?
Your daughter made contact with a group of synths. She thinks she's one of them.
What? That's crazy.
She's not a synth. She's our daughter. We raised her. I gave birth to her. She's flesh and blood, not a synthetic.
Are you sure she's human, Mrs. Nakano?
Yes, I know my daughter, and she hasn't changed. She's not some replacement.
This is what I was afraid of. Someone twisting my daughter's mind. You have to get to Far Harbor. Take my ship on the dock. It has a guidance system, a final gift from my father, and it's built for distance.
What can I expect out there, Kenji?
I only made the trip to Far Harbor once, when I was a boy. All I remember is that my father did not want to stay long. Something about the air being bad.
I'll get to the bottom of this, Kenji.
Thank you. I know you haven't asked for a payment, and we can't offer much. But here, please take it. I insist. For expenses, if nothing else.
I know it'll be hard waiting for word, but try to carry on like normal. We'll be back as soon as we can.
Fine, Kasumi. Please.
I'm gonna go and fix. Now that I have a map point I can go to, fix and upgrade what I can, which I know is not going to be much. And then the final act of the night is going to be heading for Far Harbor. All right. Nick, you have not broken anything.
Try not to sever anything you might miss.
Still carrying too much. And I'm still carrying 21 pounds of too much.
A pleasure to see you again, ma'am. Are you ready to depart?
You are actually not coming with me, Ada.
Actually, I'll be back later.
Very well, ma'am.
I can't do anything with that because I haven't really put anything into... Alright, still more overweight than I want to be. I was really hoping to find enough ceramic. Right, we gotta arm something else up here. I was really hoping that was going to give more. Like, a lot more, in fact. I am pretty sure I have salvaged as much ceramic out of this area as I can.
I'm gonna run some diagnostics while you're tinkering. Take your time.
Doesn't matter, it was enough. Time to get to be in game. 2 in the morning. Which means again it should be just about daybreak by the time we get there. And with that, and I know I started a little bit late, but I'm also going to call it just a little bit early. And we will start fresh with Far Harbor next week. So that was a good session. Definitely got a lot done. But looks like everybody has gone to bed for the night. And so shall I. And just going right before going into Far Harbor is telling me that's probably going to be the good stopping point there. So we'll do that. Watch the Discord and the X to see if I'm going to come back and stream tomorrow. I still don't know. I still haven't decided. But it would be nice to go back and take some time and finish off what we have started as far as Final Fantasy X goes. Because then we can go back and do something else. That has been something I've been wanting to do for a while, is go back and do something else. So, and it'll be nice to actually see the end credits, because it has been 22 years since I bought that game for the first time, and I've never seen the end credits. So that'll be a nice one to do as well. That'll be a lot of fun. I'm leaning towards that definitely. Probably going to come home and wash a few things up so it can dry overnight, so I can do some winemaking when I get up and get out of church on Sunday. So that'll be that. But with that, I'm out of here. Take care. Have a fantastic night. And I think everyone's gone to bed, so I think it's probably moot to say stick around if you're on Twitch, because we're going to go find somebody to raid. I'll go find somebody to raid. You guys can enjoy your sleep, and we will see you here next time for Fallout Fridays. Take care, everybody. And have a good night.